So apparently this is like the third video I'm making today, and although I promised no perfection, I made a video. I talked about changes and cause and effect and blah blah, and the second video I made was also about Carpe Diem, but then I think I had a cold feet at some point, so I had to delete both. But then this is the last one I'm making today, and regardless of how it turns out, I still want to push forward. So what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Carpe Diem. Personally, I believe Carpe Diem is an art to life. But before I even go into the concept itself, the word Carpe Diem is a Latin word which means to seize the day. I kind of came about the word while watching, I think, online initially. Then subsequently, I realized it was more projected, more communicated, and people came about to know the world more through the movie, The Dead Poets Society. And I kind of watched the movie, and believe me, it's one of the best movies you ever watched. Although, spoiler, it had a tragic ending, but then it was really good. So, what does the idea mean, Carpe Diem? Carpe Diem means to seize the day. It's an art to life. It kind of alters the way you conceive your life as. Especially in your toughest moments. Whereby you get a cold feet to do something, you just be like, nah, fuck this, I'm really going to do this. So it allows you to take chances regardless of the outcome. It allows you to be brave, even if it's just for the moment. Ask a lady out, even if you're scared. Speak in front of a crowd, even if you're scared. Regardless, even if it eventually turns out where it was. But one thing I love about it is that it kind of creates discomfort. It erases the idea of what ifs. It erases the hopeful condiment that life kind of brings. It allows you to put everything into precision that, oh, you did this thing, even though you were not able to get the outcome that you would have wanted to realize, you were able to see an end to it. Okay, oftentimes one of the things about it was communicating the way I feel to people, especially the people that I have feelings for. And yes, most times I live with the regret that probably if the person liked me, and oftentimes people usually like me, but I usually mess things up. I can't particularly count how many times I've messed things up with people that had feelings for me, people that I had feelings for. I just happen to mess things up for people. But now, don't let us get into the pensive state. So, that's the idea of Carpe Diem. You want to live the day regardless of how bad, how crazy, how stupid. You want to live in the moment. Yeah, that's the word. Live in the moment. Capture every single moment has something that defines your life. You have a grasp of the moment, you enjoy it. Even if there's something very bad happening, even if you're not in the state to feel it, you kind of subconsciously, or should I say consciously, configure yourself to appreciate the moment. You appreciate every second just as it comes. Alright? And I can't really say I've perfected this idea for myself in the way that I live, but then I've been able to inculcate it in some aspect. Doing stuff around me regardless, such as starting the magazine, rebranding it and making it much better. I've spoken to a lot of people that I liked, okay? And oftentimes the feelings were mature. Yeah. So that's one of the benefits. You can never know. Okay. You can never get yourself too drenched or too drowned in the idea of what ifs. Oh man, I totally detest it. That hopeful thinking that, oh, this person might come about and tell me what it feels. This person or this particular thing might happen without even taking any action. So that's literally so fucked up. But yeah, the idea of Carpe Diem erases that. So let me just chip in something that has to do with that idea. Although I didn't actually use the idea in this state. Okay, I didn't use Carpe Diem. So recently, they currently doing an internship at a law firm, and there's a lady, one of the interns also. Okay, I don't want to disclose too much information. Oh, maybe I do. I mean, who gives? What could happen? What could go wrong? Her name is Tifa, right? And to be honest, in all my life, she's one of the few persons that I've seen appreciated. I mean, they have this calm, this soft energy that kind of draws you closer. I love the way she smiles. I love that she's calm. She also has this weird, calm, but so beautiful perspective to how life is. I mean, our surroundings, our consumption of things, they are so random and so beautiful. She loves. She practically eats impulsively. She writes so well too. I mean, I've read a couple of works on Medium, and man, they were very good. And I love the fact that she kind of indulges my weird perspective of things. She she loves easily too, which is kind of nice. But then, yeah, I agree with this feelings here. But then, I I wasn't able to go ahead to tell her about how I felt and why I kind of had an excuse. My excuse was based on the fact that I don't want to create a weird